What's up, bro?
Let's go.
Good, you? What's going on?
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where would you go if you were looking for someone?
What do you mean? Someone like what, love?
Yeah.
I can't tell you, man. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that, man. You're gonna have to. No, man. I can't help you. If it's meant to be, it's gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Take care, man.
Okay, man.
Yes, there's my man.
Yes, this one on Jet. All right.
I'm awesome, man. I'm more than happy to see you, man. I'm more than happy to see you.
Yeah, man. Stay up.
I will.
All right. Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of God's chosen people, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the Holy Bible. All right? The Most High created all nations, and He chose one special nation out of those nations, man. All right? So first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakak Dash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Salutation and much respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right? Now let me start this off with 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. All right? This is 2nd Ezra. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 23. It says, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. All right. So basically saying, out of all the trees, he has a favorite tree. Okay, let's talk about the Most High. Okay, so it's gonna go through all the different things that he holds dear to himself, that he likes, that he favors. All right. It says, verse 24, and of all the lands of the whole earth, whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. All right. So that land is what? What's the Lord's favorite land? The Lord's favorite land is Jerusalem, man. All right? Within the land of Israel. That's His favorite land. Okay, out of all the lands on the earth. You see what I'm saying? All right? And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled the one river. And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself, man. Zion means what? Monument. Okay, the Zion, the monument of the Lord is who? The Israelites, man. The Israelites are the monument of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? That He chose us to be a special people above all people on the planet Earth. And I'm going to get that in Deuteronomy in a second, man. Because people act like the Most High can't have favorites, man. The Most High has favorites. All right? The Heavenly Father chose favorites. He deals with favoritism, man. Okay? And it says, verse 26, and of all the fowls of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, which is what? Us, the Israelites, man. All right? The Most High chose us as the chosen people. All right? So all these people trying to bring everyone into this salvation. Everyone ain't getting salvation, man. The so-called white man ain't getting salvation. Edom ain't getting salvation. The Moabite, the so-called Chinese, they ain't getting salvation. They're not Israelites, man. The only ones that were slated to get salvation was the Israelites, okay? Which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the Bible. All right, let me read that again. This is verse 27. And among all the multitude of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people, man. So out of every nation, he chose one nation, man, which is the nation of Israel. Okay? He chose us above all other nations, man. All right? And it says, and unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest this people, this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. All right? So what that law is the law that was given to Moses, man. All right? Those commandments that was written down on stone, man. All right? He gave that to his people so that they can be separate from all the rest of the people. You see what I'm saying? But with that came a covenant that we did with the Most High, man. We made a covenant with the Heavenly Father, man. All right? Pursuant to those laws. And it says, and now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many? Right? So he's given us over unto many, man. That's what happened, man. He took his chosen people and he gave them unto many. All right? As what? A punishment for what we've done when we went against him and against those commandments that I'm reading about, man. You see what I'm saying? And upon the one roof hast thou prepared others, and why hast thou scattered thy people? Why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many? All right? And he scattered us amongst these other nations. You see what I'm saying? That's all a curse. You know? But the Most High did that. Why? Because we went against the law, statute, and commandments, man. He told us that in Deuteronomy, man, what he was going to do if we went against his law, statute, and commandments. Now we're here, man. You see what I'm saying? Now we're here. Now we're under this devil, man. You know? And it says, and they which did gainsay thy promises and believe not thy covenants have trodden them down. Right? If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thine own hands. Now when I have spoken these words, the angel that came to me the night afore was sent unto me. All right, so basically Ezra is saying, how have you hated your people to do such evil unto them, right? But the answer in that is in Malachi, man. The Most High is not going to allow Israel to be in this state forever, man. The Most High is taking down these Edomites and he's about to put us up, man. Okay? Let's get Malachi, man. That's a precept for that, man. Right? So, like, because it seems like the Most High hates Israel, man. You know, and that's what, in Esau's mind, that's what he thought. You see what I'm saying? But Esau's sadly mistaken. He's going to have to pay for everything that he's done to us, man. These people. All right? This is Malachi 1. Let's get it. This is Malachi 1. Yeah, Malachi 1. I'll start at verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Okay, so that's the same thing that Ezra was asking, man. He was asking, wherein hast thou loved us, man? How have you shown us this hate, right? All the things that we went through as a people, man, right? Look at the condition of the so-called Native Americans, the Gadites, man, right? They're on reservations, committing suicide at a high rate, right? The so-called Latinos, they're through down there in the barrios, all right? You know, and then look at Judah, look at Benjamin, look at Levi, all in poverty. You see what I'm saying? And had to serve this devil. So let me read that again. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. So it all goes back to Jacob and Esau, man. All right? This is what the main story is in the Bible. It's all about Jacob and Esau, man. Jacob being us, all right, the good guys, and then you have Esau, which is the so-called white man. This is what this story is all about, man. You have the other nations, which are just like extras in a movie, man. You see what I'm saying? Right? And I hated Esau, but clearly he hates the Edomites, man. All right, which are the so-called white people. He hates Esau. Even though he put us in that condition, he said, ultimately, I hate Esau, man, and I love you, all right? And it says, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Right? So, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. They did that in the Renaissance period, man. And the Renaissance means what? Rebirth in French. Renaissance, man. All right? So what was reborn? The old Roman Empire, man, because it was taken down by us, man. So-called black people ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. What they don't teach you in modern and regular school. But if you go to these universities, man, right, and you deal with historians, right, that are in these universities, they'll tell you that black people ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. All right, the Moors, all right, the Christians, the Saxons, all that, man. All right, even when you go down to the Danes, man, those Vikings, man, those weren't Edomites. You see what I'm saying? The Israelites ruled Europe for 1,000 years, and then they were taken down by who? Esau, Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, oh, slack it. Hold on. Damn, boy. Got to put on my garment bag. Slack it. Correctly. Do this the right way. Slack it. Alright. Son. Alright. Let's get back. Right. Alright. Let's read that again. Let's get back to Malachi. It says, Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Right? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of